All right. I guess we on. Hey, what's going on, party? Damn. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you here. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer. Ooh, hopefully you guys should be able to hear me. So, as I was saying, I'm sorry. I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer, and essentially, what I do as a spiritual healer is that I help people to become Christ-like, Krishna-like, Buddha-like. And what that pretty much means is that I help you to attain your highest level of consciousness. Because to be Christ like, Buddha like, what that simply means is anyone or anybody who have attained, their highest level of consciousness. And of course, you would, by going through your transformations and, different level of understanding, different levels of realization, enlightenment, and that's why I help you to become the bright ones, the shiny ones, the true Illuminati. But anyway, um, yeah, so pretty much, that's what I do. Now, but the way I go about doing that, I help you to become mentally and emotionally balanced. And when I talk about being emotionally balanced, what I'm talking about here, what I'm talking about here, okay. All right. So yeah. So when I'm talking about helping you to become emotionally balanced, what that means is that I help you to understand your emotions. To understand the messages because those are energies, right? So there's messages in your emotions for you to understand what is it that your emotions are telling you. For you to acknowledge it, for you to deal with it. So to be emotionally balanced, that's pretty much what that entails. And at some point, if you notice there's any type of blockages, then you have the ability to remove them. So, in other words, I help you to become your own healer. But anyway. So it's to have the ability to heal yourself emotionally by being catered to your emotions, by acknowledging them and transforming them pretty much. Now, when it comes to become mentally balanced, it's the same baseline understanding. You would need to understand how your mind works because that's your mind. But also, I mean, how are you being conditioned to see life? This is why you have to understand your culture because your culture or any other cultures or cultures in general plays a big part in how you do things. And there's a some such of a tradition that comes out of it, or tribe members because we all tribes. Then you think like we think alike, but also we are trained to think a certain way. So you have to acknowledge these things. You have to understand it. For you to become mentally balanced, you have to understand that. And as you can see here, as you becoming mentally balanced, by having that type of understanding, that's what's going to lead you to your highest level of consciousness. That's why this whole work pretty much, is for you to know who you are. That's pretty much what it comes down to. By that's why by knowing your capacities, your ability, who you are, like how you operate, like your level of understanding of intelligence, and I mean it's all I mean it's all you. And that's why in just a little bit I'm gonna be talking. Well, I guess I might as well do it now. But just to go back to being mentally balanced, again, that entails you have to understand how your mind is being conditioned. You have to be aware of of your own awareness too. You know what I'm saying? And it goes deep. It's you understanding, that you have a conscious mind, but you also have a subconscious mind. That's pretty much what it comes down to. When by attaining your highest level of consciousness. So that's pretty much it in terms of what I do and how I go about doing it. Now, if you're coming back, you already know it's definitely a great pleasure to have you back. You know what I'm saying? I do this for you. As always. You know what I'm saying? From you know what I'm saying? From the moon and back. But let's tap it. Let's tap it into some shit, man. Let's work. So now that I have introduced myself to you, telling you about what I do and how I do it, now as part of my routine as a spiritual healer, I always take a second to talk about spirituality. And the reason why I do that, I mean, I guess that would be just another layer of, I guess, my trans, transparency with you. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, but most importantly, as a spiritual healer, but I also want you to understand where I got my state of mind from. I'm telling you, this is why I think this way. And when it comes down to spirituality, spirituality is just us. It's just giving you a deeper understanding of who you are. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Spirituality tells you your story, the story of the spirit. The more you delve into yourself, that's when you realize there's more to you than what you look like externally. So again, this is all spiritual. I mean, this is us. This is your story. Then now a lot of us become spiritual when you become aware of the spirit that's inside of you. Then now you understand that you need to meditate. Now you understand just the same way that you might, what I'm saying, need food and wine, you also have to feed your mind. Then then when you realize that, and then just like me and many others, as you recognize these things, then you become aware, and now here we are sharing that knowledge with you, because a lot of us don't really, I mean, are still struggling with trying to figure out who you are. So that's why for me, as a spiritual healer too, then spirituality now at this point is being used as a mirror, that is reflecting yourself to you. Then now, as a part of spirituality, then you have something called the occult. The occult, or those sacred texts, or another words for these type of knowledge, is that it's called esoteric knowledge, meaning it's the type of knowledge that you have to go inward. It's not gonna be, you can't understand it just by looking or taking it for face value. See, this is where you'll see, there's always some hermetic, something concealed, something hidden, or the occult in itself, dealing with hidden culture. Not, I mean, just so you know, that hidden simply means, it's not. in front of you. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not it's not for the naked eye to see. That's why some of the basic shit that, let's just say, the occult will teach you is that you have a subconscious mind. It's under the conscious mind. You're not aware of it. So in other words, it's helping you to be aware of what you're not aware of. That's how now you are going into the dark, and out of that darkness comes the light. So I want you to understand this. This is all you, your story. This is all about the way we are, how we function. So the mystery is us. You know what I'm saying? We have many of manuals around for us to get to know who we are. And that's what religions are. And that's what they do. In fact, the true meaning of religion, or to be a religious person, is a person of God. Meaning now you're speaking of the divine. And ironically, this is exactly what I'm doing here. We're talking about the mystery, the unknown, the things that goes beyond what we see. But that is also part of us. And that's the awareness that we're pretty much bringing to others. And that's the sight that we're giving out. This is the understanding. This is you attaining your highest level of consciousness by becoming conscious of both your external and your internal. And that's how you become complete, a holy person. And that's what perfection is all about. But anyway, going back to the basics, talking about, I mean, then now you have the occult. Now, another way that I love to call it is those are the manuals. Like the manual that is useful, again, for you, for your life. That's why spirituality is our survival kit. That's why your only job down here is so you to know who you are. That's why it means nothing if you got a lot of money but you don't know who you are. Do you get it? But I think I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here because we're going to be talking about the higher life. Because us, the wise ones, you know, the bright ones, you know, like, you know, we we are the classic men. You know what I'm saying? The quality people, the civilized people, the true civilized. You become truly civilized by activating your spirituality. Meaning, you know, that's where you have to, you know, grasp those divine aspect of yourself. And that's how you inspire yourself. You know, that's why God is important in your life. You got to have God because God help us to elevate. You are in your best behavior with God. That's why in spirituality we also understand that. That's why we'll tell you, you act like you're God. And when you understand all of that thoroughly, then you understand that you are the one creating your own reality. That's why life is what you make it. That's truly what you would have to become aware of. That's the state of enlightenment. That's when you become the true Illuminati. As you should look, I mean, you should be inspired. I mean, if you're not that, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, there's nothing, I mean, greater than fucking consciousness, man. health is wealth. Hmm. You know, like these are the things that you really get to see as you are no longer blinded by material bondage. Most people who do not know who they are, who have not acknowledged the God in them, meaning the spirit that they are operated by. See, that's why we are called the wise ones. That's what makes you the true Illuminati, as you should inspire to be. And that's what I help you with. And that's the goal. There's nothing else besides that. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, having a lot of money and not being conscious means nothing. Because you're still blinded. You see what I'm saying? But anyway, going back, I mean, so again, spirituality is it's just your life. Then now you have the different. But I was also saying, when you truly get to understand that, not only you get to know that you are the true creator, but you also get to understand how powerful mythologies are. I mean, think about it. Like, even if we're saying God truly exists, and I'm not saying that it doesn't, I mean, our life is really like it's all mental. That's why you are the beholder. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important for you. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure that your eyesight is bright. That's why it's important for you to know it's not what you see, but it's how you see it. Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Well, guess what? Your life, your perception, reality is in your eyes, meaning your inner vision. That is your true reality. But anyway, we got a lot to talk about. I mean, I just don't want to get too much ahead of myself here. So going back, just to wrap it up real quick. So again, spirituality is just your regular life. So I'm talking to you from a life perspective. That's why this is speaking for itself. There's life in what I'm saying by itself. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes it the light. All right, let me stop. So we choose the higher life. That's why we choose the eternal life. But that's why you got to know who you are. A lot of people choose a life that comes with a fear of death. Now, the life that I know, the higher life that I go by, it do not know about the fear of death. I mean, it's almost like a life within a life. I mean, that's the type of consciousness that we're really talking about here, too. That's why even when they talk about biology, it's like, okay, like what science of life are they really talking about? You know? Because I mean, there's levels of livings. For you to be alive while you alive, well, that's what awaken it's all about. That's awakening. Again, you attaining your highest level of consciousness, your state of enlightenment or realization, consciousness. Because our interpretation, even of this reality, is based on what we know of our inner vision. I mean, obviously, for a lot of people, that's why we call them living corpse. Because they are alive, they could breathe, they eat and shit, but internally they're all closed off because they only leave their life based on external shit. So that kind of life comes with a fear of death. And that's what most people do. So that's why they are the living corpse, the hard headeds, the losers, the energy vampires. Those are these fuckers. You know what I'm saying? The haters, the niggas that go that the envious of other people. Because again, they operate by the external shit or the fruit of the flesh. It's jealousies, it's all that. Because they have not activated the God within. So they are dead internally. That's why they are living corpse. So no, I'm talking about a higher life. I'm here to provide you with with a higher life. That's what we call the eternal life. You see, like when you get in touch with the life that is not afraid of death, or that do not know of death, not even afraid, that do not know of death, then you automatically become immortal. The whole saying of "Oh death, where's your victory?" That pretty much you entails you now understanding that you are spirit and you having the ability to connect with other spirits or with the spirit world. And then now you know, even though you are, it's almost now at this point, even for me, it's like I'm the true representation of the infinite in the finite. Does that make sense? It's almost like you 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 truly become whole, perfect. It's almost like you are limited, but yet unlimited at the same time. And that's how, ironically, you transcend matter. It's not even matter anymore. So the whole spirituality, it's all about a higher life. Now, for you to attain that higher life, well, this is what I help you with. This is now me holding the mirror of wisdom for you to see who you are. And that's how now you're being born twice. Do you get it? These are practical matters. Then now you have a different interpretation of life as you walking here. Then you literally become what I call, you become a God walking among men. I mean, you truly become divine too. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about this thing, and this is what I love about it, and this is what Jesus also meant by when you, or the Holy Communion, you taste it, you become it. The whole idea of the cauldron or even you being the messenger, being born in the image of God. When you project that, you become that. That's why when you are born of the Spirit, now you start to what, fulfill those spirit fruit. You bearing those fruits. That's why I am about compassion. That's why I'm joyful. That's why I do everything the Spirit, anybody who's born by the Spirit does. But that until a level of consciousness. Again, a level of how much do you know of you? And the more you know about you, and ultimately then you realize your spirit. It's almost like when you truly get to see it that way, your physical body even doesn't even matter anymore. It doesn't really matter at that point because now you know the truth. That's how the truth shall set you free. Come on, niggas. So we're talking about a higher life, man. A top-notch life. To be divine is to be civilized. It's top-notch, man. It's to be the creme de la creme. That's how you also become your best version too, man. You know how to manage your feelings. You know how to treat people respectfully, not in front of people to be just to be socially accepted. That's bullshit. We're talking about true transformation. You're doing it because it's right. Nobody has to. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to. Hey, no. So again, what we're saying here, it's a higher life, man. You know what I'm saying? Be part of the true fucking elites, man. We are the true elites, the true royal bloods, man. Be a fucking elite, man. By living in like a higher life. But you got to find your treasure. So for you to find it, though, you got to find your treasure. And your treasure, once you find it, it's you. You are your treasure. But that's what you have to realize. That's a state of awakening. That's something. Although I'm saying it now, believe me, I had to realize it. I had to become enlightened. And guess what? That's what we are all doing. You gotta wake up to the truth for yourself. That's why I'm holding that mirror of wisdom for you to see you, nigga. We are premium over here, man. It's top notch, man. Do you see what I'm saying? See, that's why money doesn't matter, man. I mean, how do you put a price on something that's priceless? Unbelievable. And that's what it is to have an abundant mind. To be abundant. Learn how to buy beautiful things too. That's why rich people buy beauty, man. Think about this shit. That you got to be beauty to buy beauty. Do you see the amount of money they're paying for beauty? That's a fucking elite state of mind. That's why when you understand that, that's why us, a lot of us, that's why we had all of those statues around us. Keep the change. When you understand it, when you know. You gotta have it. And every great civilization where even the knowledge was, at its fucking heights, you see that, I mean, beauty and all that shit is all around it. Symbolism, all that shit. Free game. You know what I'm saying? That's on the house. Don't worry about it. I'm feeling good tonight. Don't worry about me. I got mine. That was for you. But anyway, man, I mean, ultimately, that's truly what we're doing. Giving you a higher life. Not escapism, not talking about, a heaven after this life, but it's to be in that kingdom now. And that entails you now knowing truly who you are. That's how now you able to see beyond the veil. That's a state of enlightenment. That's you becoming the Buddha, to wake up. It's a practical shit. So most people, what they're doing is, you know what I'm saying, y'all going for a promise shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, they fucking lying to you. You know what I'm saying? There's no transformation in that. That's why that type of life, there's church, they're like socially political bullshit events because there's no true transformation in them. Do you see what I'm saying? It's almost like if you want to be cool, that's what you do. If you're good people, go to church. Oh, you never go to church? Oh my God. Okay. So again, it's to please others, the people pleasing mentality. So you'll never grow from that. Just like a liar can never tell the truth, man. Even when you telling the truth, it's gonna be you're gonna turn it into poison. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the truth is not even the truth in the mouth of a liar, man. That's why it's important for you. You got to be true to you. That's the type of knowledge this is about. That's why this knowledge is very practical. The transformation is practical. The enlightenment is practical. And for that, you're going to have to become the Christ yourself. And that's where the Holy Spirit, if you want to say it that way, you're going to have to start to see it that way. Or so invoke the Holy Spirit or adopt the Godhead mentality, whichever make you feel better. But the bottom line is still the same. You have to adopt the way God see things, and then to include that in your life, and then now for you to become that. That's why if you've been born of the Spirit, then now you'll be bearing the fruit of the Spirit, which is peace, love, compassion, and all that kind of shit. You're not gonna be envy of motherfuckers, hate and jealousy and all that shit. Those are, the fruit that are bearing by, by the flesh, the material world. When your understanding it's confined by material understanding, then this is your reality. It's a competitive world. It's keeping up with the Joneses. It's to pay your taxes. Now this is a sinful life. The hate and jealousy, the gang, the killing. I mean, it's not a coincidence. It's not by accident. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit is orchestrated because you're not going inside of you. That's why people who goes inside of them, who's bearing the fruit of the spirit, does not do the shit that these motherfuckers are doing. You have a little more compassion. You understand other people. You listen. You share. You love. You care. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't hate. You encourage other people. You don't sabotage other people's life because you don't have it yourself. That's, again, envy, jealousy. That's that bullshit. That's the type of life that comes with the fear of death. In fact, that's what to be a true living corpse is. That's the type of life that you're living if you don't have a higher life. And this is why too, man, this is for the livings. It can't be for no living corpse. So my message can't be for everybody. But if for those of you, if you used to have that urge, somehow you knew you had to look for God even though you didn't know where to go. You went to church, you went to school, you went to the fucking Bible, but yet you felt like there was something more that you were looking to, you were craving in your inside. The true wisdom, the true desire to know. Not to show other people that you know, but for you to be fulfilled. Oh, this is for you. And this is how you know too. And even then, I was moving by faith. Even then, I was moving by faith. You know what I'm saying? That's why, I kept looking for him. You got to maintain an open heart for you to do that too. So it is to you. It is to you that I'm talking to. This is for you. This conversation is for you. Truly. So again, we're talking about a higher life, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like these suckers, man. These walking deads. That's why you gotta let the deads bury the deads. There's nothing I could do for them. But it's also important for you to understand too, because you're walking among them. That's how it's important for you to understand the science of ignorance. You got to know how to deal with these fuckers, and you got to know how to identify them too. And anybody who's not of the light, he's not about God's will. It's there you go, man. Meaning, if you're not in tune with a higher side of yourself, and that's the key of having that higher life. So again, it's a life within a life to capture the consciousness within that consciousness, and 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 and, and, and that's the enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm helping you to become a wise one, a good looking one, the golden child. See what I'm saying? Oh, we go by many names. Do you see what I'm saying? So again, but it requires for you to get to know you, or that's why you have to become the philosopher's stone. That's why we call it. This is jewels. It's precious. You got to find your treasure. To the pure, all is pure, and I always say that to myself, man. That's my to go shit. Because sometimes life is part of the fucking illusion. You you got to remind yourself of that. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't know who needed to hear that. That was for you, babe. You welcome. I felt like you definitely needed to hear that. Yeah, well, that was for you. But then again, once you start to embrace those different aspects of you, come on, man. I'm just trying to give you the higher life, baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta be a fucking elite, man. You should seek for the thrill in life. You know what I'm saying? Why not? The excitement in life. What moves you, man? You gotta find that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find it. And that's emergency. Like it's right the fuck now. You gotta find it. And that's when you have to embrace you. And this is where the journey of you knowing who you are, becoming emotionally balanced is important. Becoming mentally balanced to have this clarity. I mean, that's why you have to. I mean, that's the whole journey. And at the same time, seeing how this is fulfilling to you too. And like I always tell you guys, like, shit, I'm speaking for myself too as I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? I feed me. I eat from it. Don't worry about me. You know what I'm saying? This is my reward. I got it. Anything else that comes from it, hey, man, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to say no. It comes from it. You know what I'm saying? But, just know, I mean, it is appreciated. We never not appreciated it, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, but we're also good too. Oh, we're very good. In fact, that's why we appreciate this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why you need to be in a state of uh, um, gratitude. That's how it allows you to grow abundance too. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that you have for you to have more. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why, you know what I'm saying, to the pure, all is pure. You see, and even when you thoroughly understand that, it's almost like the material world doesn't even exist anymore. If you really pay attention, or if you fully grasp in it. Again, we're talking about a higher life here. And this is where your senses too becomes a lot different too. Now you using your senses on a whole other level. Do you see what I'm saying? let's say it being psychic or mediumship or whatever the fuck it is. You lit. You know what I'm saying? Again, these are practical shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I help you with, man. I'll give you the higher life. Be part of the elite, man. Obviously, if I'm speaking for you, well, shit. We are celebrities, man. You understand that? I want you to know that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the type of package that comes with the higher life, it's beyond this world. In fact, I'm talking about a life that knows nothing about fear of death. When you find that, like this reality, automatically you are transforming your reality. And as you're doing so, that's how you become literally God walking amongst men. And you truly become cosmic too, man. You know what I'm saying? And even your connection with the universe is on a whole other level too. It's almost like now the universe becomes. I know for me, I know at times it feels like, it becomes my body. So again, these are shit that you gotta that you must experience. Those are practical matter as you are becoming the Christ, man. And of course, not to mention your connection with the ancestors and all that jazz. Hey, Scotty. Scotty didn't know. So this is what you got. You got a few people who saw me because I was by myself, but who didn't know that I was rolling deep. You know what I'm saying? Because they were judging me. They was judging a book by its cover. They fell for the illusion. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm helping you not to fall for the fucking illusion. That's why you have to pick the higher life. But you have to be of quality though. But what's gonna develop that quality in you is by you embracing your divinity, baby. And that entails the God spirit that resides in you. That's why this journey is you gotta go inward. And even the knowledge that we're talking about, because we are referring this, is called the esoteric knowledge because it's revealing the type of knowledge that is not taken for face value as I'm talking to you now. Do you get it? And it's very important for you to definitely, you know what I'm saying, you have to have the higher life. I want you to have the higher life. Okay? I mean, that's when now, I mean, you've really become first class, man. It is first class. You understand? This is where abundance now, your understanding of this reality, it's like the fucking water is your friend. The stone is your partner. Do you see what I'm saying? The tree is my friend. So how can I ever be lonely? I got friends everywhere. All around me. How can I ever be lonely? How did you think I was just by myself? That's because you blind, Scotty. Scotty didn't see that. And that's why those living corpse, they are dying in the inside. Well, that's what makes it a living corpse. And they're not living, and there's no thrill in life for these people anyway. There's no ecstasy. There's no elixir. There's no treasure. There's no. Mm, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're not. You know what I'm saying? You, you have none of it. You got no flavor. You know, you cold as ice. You know, you cold as ice. So again, definitely wanted to talk about the higher life because the higher life on the flip side of it now. Oh my God! Listen, man, it's premium. It's eternal life. It's love. It's compassion. It's sharing. It's forgiving. It's building. It's loving. It's everything that these motherfuckers are telling you when you go to heaven. That you are manifesting here. I bring heaven with me. I'm heaven. But for you to do that, you have to become that. We all have to become that. And that's what we are all teaching to one another. That's how I'm helping you to remember, to reconnect to your roots, to know who you are. Once again. And this is what we're doing here, party people. That's exactly what we're doing. And that's why this is your life. You know, and I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to give you the higher life here. You know what I'm saying? But I also understand I can't cast my pearls before swine. So you know, i.e., this is for the livings. You know, it can't be for everybody. You know, I mean, you got to be premium, man. You know, you got to have some quality in you, baby. Do you see what I'm saying? When we talk about luxury in life, it's quality. It has nothing to do with money, baby. I mean, you pay money for it, but that's why, you know what I'm saying, when you understand that, to be in a state of abundance, it doesn't mean you got to have money. Money's not the requirement for it. Just like rich people buys paintings, nigga, go to Walmart. And you'll see too how that would change the aura or even, you know what I'm saying, like your atmosphere too. Again, is that not life too? Do you see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So again, there are different levels to it. But what we're truly talking about here is a level of consciousness of how do you get to how do you realize, how do you see it for you? It's how you see it for you and the way I see it for me that brings us together. That's why even two people who's gonna fall in love, they both gotta believe in love individually. Like, oh shit, I believe in love, and then this bitch like, I believe in love too. Well, now we come together. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. What you see in most relationship, it's almost a mismatch. One people like would love the other one, like, man, please, man, please. And I guess that's why it takes two. It takes two to tango, huh? But again, it's the higher life. That's why you have to activate. You gotta have to find the thrill in life. You gotta become a quality person, and that entails you evoking those qualities, those divine qualities in you. This is why, and I forgot to mention that, because I always talk about, when I talked about spirituality, some of the misconception, which is pretty much a lot of people don't see how spirituality relate to them because they don't know who they are. Because you only look at yourself from a fucking external perspective. So when we're talking about spirituality, so for most people, it's almost like, oh wow, it's like I traveled to the moon. You're like, wow. Okay. Nah, nigga. Like, I mean, that's how I know too. You are ignorant too. Do you see what I'm saying? And if you're ignorant, you cannot speak the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like you never see people, everything that they touch crumbles. You know what I'm saying? What we do here, everything that we touch, man, we bring life into it. But that's why we understand too, for you to think critically, you got to become critical. That's why you have to adopt a Godhead mentality in you, for you to become or to act like God. You got to think like God for you to act like God. And when you do that, now you put yourself in a God frequency. Now you're flowing, you're going, you're being like water with the universe. You're no longer acting as the Buddhist or the Hinduism. No, I think it's the Buddhist that talks about acting and non-acting. That's what they're talking about. Being water, all that shit. The minute the actor becomes the person that he's playing, he's no longer acting. That's why there's nothing in talking about Jesus if you're not gonna be like Jesus. Your essence, the way you operate, that's why you gotta see it for you to achieve it. That's why, as a man thinketh, so he is. That's why you want to change your life or change your thinking, meaning you'll understand your inner vision. Here's something else too. That's why we are the wise ones too, because we truly understand. For you to see what's really good taking place on the outside, you got to go inward. It's your inner vision that you have to develop. That's why when you look at things from an external perspective, you lose twice. It's like you triple lose. You lose. Like I mean, you just lost. Like you lost. Like you lost. Like all the way through. Not just you don't. You lost. Literally. So the path, you gotta go inward. That's what requires the faith. That's where the faith comes in, the moving by faith, all of that. Just like I was telling you, for me, even then as a child, I was moving by faith because I am of that light. That's why this is not a coincidence neither. Oh, it's well overdue. That's why it speaks for itself. I'm truthful. That's why my truth is truthful. Because I'm truthful to myself. I can never be false to you. That's why this speaks for itself, man. It speaks for itself, man. I'm my own evidence, nigga. I'm my evidence. I'm my own proof. You see, like people gotta lie when they talk about me. But for me, I just tell the truth about you. You see, for you to make me look bad, you have to lie about me. For you, I just show you your mirror of conscience for you to look at your conscience. Oh, I just hold mirrors for niggas. Which one you want? The wisdom? Bye. Which one you want? Your conscience? Well, motherfucker, right there. So, that's what makes me a judge, man. Listen, man, I I I keep it fair. I love to those who deserve to be loved, and those who does not doesn't love, you're not gonna be loved, man. That's the way it goes. That's justice. Being of the love doesn't mean I'm stupid. No, man. The fuck? What the fuck? You know, man? And this is the thing that especially stupid motherfuckers always make that kind of mistake because they don't see life from a whole perspective. So to be nice is to be weak. Whereas a lot of us who are nice, listen, man, there's a whole other side that comes with it too, baby. Trust and believe. Oh, trust and believe. Trust and believe. Hey, hey, man. Hey, listen, man. If you don't see it, you're gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm making sure you're not losing anything. You're not missing out on nothing. You know, man? When you ask for it, oh, I'll make sure you get it. I'm making sure. Listen, I'll tell him, listen, man. Hey, I didn't start nut, but I'll finish it though. I'm finishing it. Yes, yes. I'm finishing it. Hell yeah. That was something I was looking for. I just didn't want to start. I was looking for somebody to get it started. And y'all got me started. She. We gonna dance. Oh, we gonna dance. Please do not stop, because I'm not stopping. Please don't stop. I'm begging you not to stop. Because I'm not stopping. I don't know how to stop. That's why all my life I've been going, man. We never stop, man. Now you're gonna know why. You know what? Now you're gonna know why. You know what I'm saying? Like if you didn't like me because I was a winner, now I'm gonna show you why I am a winner. And you're gonna experience it. If you don't see it, you're gonna feel it, baby. Yeah, listen, man. You gonna get it. Is there a way out? No. There's no way out. No way out of this one. It's locked in. Anyway, guys, going back to the higher life, because I speak to a universe. I always got to make sure that because I got different type of fan. I got different people that come to see me here for different reasons. So forgive me for a second, okay? Now going back to giving you a higher life. I mean, because you're still getting a higher life already. Just know all of my videos, any type of information that we're providing you already is higher life. It's premium quality because we specialize in helping you to understand or to look at, things a certain way. You already doing. You just need to tweak it a little bit. Ah, you're good to go. So that's what I help you with. You feel me? Like I add a little bit of that thing in you. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll tell you to go. Not never listen. Make sure not to send anymore. Listen, you go out there now. Well, don't you ever send anymore, okay? And send you on your way. That's what we do here. That's the message of love, man. But anyway, um, I guess to summarize pretty much, man, like the higher life, the way to find it, you got to go inside. That's why anything with yourself, you must embrace it. That's why you have to follow your passion. That in itself could take you in places you never, I mean, shit, could take you in places you never thought you would go. Enjoying these unknown of life, but at the same time, at the same time, because now you're developing that inner vision. You started to flow with the universe. You know what I'm saying? As the Father's doing this thing, now you're also operating too in His shadow. Be perfect like your dad is perfect, motherfucker. Do you understand it? Again, this is practical knowledge for the livings. It's a higher life for the elite. The true Illuminatis. So you gotta go inward, baby. Because as you choose yourself, as you're going within, it allows you now not only to develop your inner vision, but you also it's almost like it's it's some of the thrill of life too, man. It's not just the ecstasy, but it's also like, I mean, that's that life too, man. As you're doing it, it's to be alive on a whole different level. It's to have that fire inside of you, man. To be alive truly, like truly while you alive. Like you're not playing around at all. Or like even when I play, I'm not even playing. You know what I'm saying? That's how serious I am. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you get to see life on a whole other aspect now, a higher life. Your senses are operating on a whole different level. It's that life within the life. Man, it's thrilling, man. Like it's fucking it's everything to live for, man. It's true life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then you have certain connection too. Like when you feel in cosmic, that's what I'm saying. Like there's no death, man. I don't think you understand. Like you know what I'm saying. That's why when I see people crying for other people that actually transition, it's like, damn, man, I'm living such a different life. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, the true God walking among men. Because now I'm looking at it from God perspective. You know, from a freedom perspective. Because you got to be free, man. You know, man, you got to be free to be free, baby. You know what I'm saying? You can't have a slave mentality thinking you're gonna be free, man. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why, man, a liar can never tell the truth, man. Never ever tell the truth, even when they trying to tell the truth. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm saying, be truthful before you start before you start talking about the truth, man. Otherwise, nothing you say will be true. Nothing you say will be true. See, that's why this type of knowledge, man, can't be for you trying to keep up with the Joneses. This is not to be liked. You know what I'm saying? It's like I see motherfuckers who try to be, who try to act smart instead of being smart. You know how stupid you gotta be, man? Why don't you just be smart, man? It's not even smart in itself. It's not even smart in itself, man. I mean, the beauty of, having the higher life too, man. You get to see things for, what I'm saying, beyond the veil. That's when you're truly looking at life, what I'm saying, with a discerning pair of eyes, like, what I'm saying, like on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? Like you really know not to judge a book by its cover. Well, what the fuck that means? So when you know somebody, you gotta know their energy. So that's why being psychic is your natural ability when you understand it. But of course, if you don't understand it, hey, you're not gonna make good use of it. That's why you need to know how to get there before you get there, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why being psychic is natural. You gotta tap into people. Don't lie to you, man. Energy, we all energies, man. That's how you read other people. So if you're not gonna judge by a cover, that's why I don't need to know your name, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't read you by your cover, motherfucker. I know what you got underneath, bitch. I know what you got under your pants, nigga. Fuck out of here. I'm saying, you may look however you choose to look. You know what I'm saying? You can never like part of your makeup, man. No matter how much makeup you put on, like you never like. I mean, it's still gonna be your makeup. You know what I'm saying? A liar can never tell the truth, man. Be truthful, man. That's how you tell the truth. Learn about the spiritual laws, like I always tell people. It's important for you to know those spiritual laws that also help with the higher life. Those are some of the codes that we understand that we go by. For instance, you look. I mean, that's why we tell people, man. Like, you want to look for love, man. Love yourself, man. Find the thing that you love, and then you find the one that loves you. I'm telling you, man, because you now is going to entail your talent, your ability, You know what I'm saying? All of that shit, because that's what comes with you finding you, or going for your passion, or your ability, whatever your what. That's why whatever your fucking what the fuck do you? How do you say that? Whatever the fuck your passion is, nigga. Like start there. That's powerful. I mean that's a strong start, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you making it count. So that's how you make it count, man. You know what I'm saying? Like be mindful out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Be handy. Put if you're gonna put your hands on, like make sure you're feeling everything. Like for me, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, my senses are become like like the whole meaning of a handyman is different to me. I'm the man that does the work around here, man. Do you see what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We're talking about this house though. And every house I'm gonna be in. Because I'm the king. This is my kingdom. But anyway. But this is also the beauty, man, of you tapping into yourself, you knowing who you are, I mean, this is it. A higher life. A higher life. Higher reward. Nothing but quality. Do you see what I'm saying? And when you understand that, that's how you adapt to, again, as I was saying, a fucking abundant mind. I mean, state of mind. Like everywhere I go, people always tell me that too, man. You look like you look money. I am money, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They could smell it on me. Yes, nigga. It was never about me having it. Now, I got it too now. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me fucked up. But I don't want you to get me even more fucked up thinking it's the money anything. You know what I'm saying? It's the energy, baby. Be abundant. That's what it's mean to have a fucking abundant state of mind, man. Be like God, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I make poverty look good, nigga. Hmm. I have filet sardine. You know what I'm saying? I open the shit out. Remove the skeletons. Have it, you know what I'm saying? It's gourmet. And nigga, please. You definitely gotta add the onions and no, you know what I'm saying? Everything else, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? It's a state of mind. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to embrace beauty. Make beauty part of your life. Learn how to congratulate other people. Learn how to see good in other people. That would lead you to be good to other people. Those are the fruit of the fucking spirit, man. I mean, those are the kind of fruit that I bear. Do you see what I'm saying? Ain't no shame in my game, baby. All day, every day. You know what I'm saying? This is how you get this genuine laugh, nigga. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That part. Yes, sir. Regardless of what, bro. Having money, not having money, don't matter, bro. I enjoy it all. You know what I'm saying? Now it's money time, though. That's what I'm saying. You smell me? Ooh, can you smell me? I be wildin', man. I be too much sometimes, man. Anyway, my nigga, it's been over an hour. It's been nothing but pleasure, man. That's why I always love to connect with you guys. I'm gonna be recording a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? But nigga, I just been on my shit. Trust me. But anyway, yes, I'll definitely be talking a whole lot more to you guys. Um, let me see what else. What else? Do I have any special announcement? Well, I am the announcement. Those of you gonna be very happy. You know what I'm saying? Others are gonna be very unhappy. Not all of you could love me. Shit, do your shit, nigga. It's okay to you feel free to hate me. You can hate me now. I'm never gonna stop, nigga. Shit, I'll play it for you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you just want to have my name. You want to be me, don't you? I see what's going on. Anyway, it's about that time, guys. It's nothing but love. Always remember for you to be you. Nobody can be around. You know, understand. You know, if you think money's everything, then you probably gonna act a little bit funny for money. But if your understanding is money's not everything, well, listen, man, there's no coincidence, baby. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you are a product of your own action. As a man thinketh, so he is. Always remember that, and then, you know what I'm saying, you'll be good, baby. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but love. I sin, my lead.